On the tee today, I would like to discuss 3 very common putting strokes. Now, to help you visualize these strokes, I brought in one of my favorite training tools. This training tool allows me to see and observe the length of my stroke, my backstroke and my follow through. As you can see, there's a red center line, that's where I place the ball. Then the numbers 1 through 4 equally spaced on both sides of the center line. Now let's talk about the 3 strokes. Stroke number 1 is what I call my 1 to 4 stroke, where I take the putter from the center line back to the 1 and through to the 4. Now, I also call this the jab stroke because I'm accelerating very fast through the golf ball. The problem is my tempo is very bad, so I'm not a big fan of this stroke. Stroke number 2 is completely opposite. Now I'm going to take a big backstroke. I'm going back to the 4, but through to the 1. Now to stop at the 1, that means I have to decelerate. When you decelerate, the putter face stays open. When your putter face stays open, you miss a lot of putts on the low side of the cup. Stroke number 3 is called the pendulum stroke, a very common name in the game of putting. The pendulum stroke means my putter is going back and through the same length. So back to the 2 and through to the 2, back to the 3 and through to the 3, depending on the length of the putt. I like that stroke, but here's the one I like to use and teach most of all. I call it the 1 to 2, 2 to 3, or 3 to 4 stroke. In my stroke, if I go back to the 1 and through to the 2, I'm following through a little bit more than my backstroke. The same if I go from 2 to the 3. So my follow through is a little longer than a backstroke. But here's the key. I can accelerate but maintain perfect tempo throughout that stroke. Let's give it a try. I'm 10 feet away. So I think if I go back to the 1 and through to the 2, I've got a chance to roll this in. Let's see what happens. Now that's the way I like to roll my putts. I'll see you next week on the tee.